This is the fourth serious relationship, fourth marriage that she's planning to go into.
So they're engaged and getting... Oh my gosh.
Do you see any children there
Oh.
besides the little girl?
No. Is she pregnant now? I don't get it. Mm-mm. You know, I hate to put a kibosh. Don't put a kibosh on anything. I don't feel as, you know, like this with this. Feels like she's married because she's in love with love and marriage. You okay with that? I mean, I'm not okay with it, but that's how she thinks.
Uh-huh.
So she may be marrying for the wrong reason, but I think he loves her.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how to word this.
But you don't see any...
She's married her lovers.
Yeah.
You know, Liz Taylor said that once.
I said it last night.
Did she really?
She was on 2020.
Oh, and I missed it.
Missed it.
I have it on tape.
That's,
Oh, I bet it was
Send us
fun.
one.
My daughter's had that as a nickname.
So, Liz,
Mhm.
I had a great aunt, that's one of my personal guides. And when my girlfriend Marilyn described her to me, I got the biggest kick out. She was married 8 times. And I never, she had so much vitality. You know, 8 times is a lot, but she married her lovers. I mean, why not, you know? Thank you. I'm here laughing. What?
Want to go through the divorces?
She outlived most of them. There's a key to this. Her house was really haunted. And I say that it's like, I can hear she's in here with me. I'm not positive it's a forever thing. I wish I could say that. Okay, so I don't know if to tell her or not what benefit. God put this relationship together for a reason. No, I don't know that she'll have a child. Okay?
Okay.
And Greg, now what can I do for...
Eric.
Eric. Eric. You look like a Greg. I don't know.
Thanks.
Probably past life issue.
No, I didn't have any questions when I came here, but when I heard all these other people talking to you, I just
Yeah.
wanted to meet you first and foremost.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hello.
I read your book,
Oh, good.
and it was kind of neat. How do I feel, by the way?
You feel really, at some time in your life you hurt your core, your spine or your core bothers me a little. Other than that, you feel really healthy to me.
I've been trampolining all day, though. It's probably why. This morning for a couple hours.
Trampoline, that's why your core
Yeah,
doesn't
my-
feel good to
my,
me.
yeah,
Other than that,
kidneys.
Your mind shut down a while back and it stopped growing to the full extent. You're now reinventing, recycling your issues, and you're coming to a settlement, and after that, I feel a lot of growth.
Cool.
Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
felt a block there for quite a while.
But you're going past it now. You'll grow out it before 2 years are up, and you'll be a lot more energy and a lot more growth for you. You're being told, your spirit's telling me, even though you look like you have a tan, your feet need to be in dirt, and you need to soak up sun from the face and the chest. Do you know what that means? You're very earth core grounded. Yeah.
Okay.
You're very grounded, but you need a steady diet. You reaffirm. Who else in here needed grounding?
Steady.
Reaffirm that. Rose, turquoise for you. Blue. What's that? It's that real deep blue color.
Oh, lapis.
Lapis. She needs to wear lapis. So let's find her a small piece. She needs lapis, like almost like a T-shirt, huh?
Dr. Ollie.
Right. And you need some green yellow.
Really?
Yes, and it's intellectual. See, you're afraid to allow yourself to expand to the full potential mentally. And the green is that you love the earth and you love healthiness and you love the forest and the woods. And you need that on your person for extra strength. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So you need that on your person. I don't know anything about numerology, astrology. I don't use any tools. But it's somehow the spirit tells me what people need, and I don't even know what it does yet. I went through a period where I needed blue and then I need red, and I'll be darned if I'm not wearing it. It's like it's something that solid makes us what we are. Everything has a vibration.
Cool.
I think it's great.
A couple of questions, real
Yes.
quick. Okay. First one, my herbal business. Do you see that taking off? Bigger?
Remember
better?
I said you're going to find yourself with added growth before
Okay.
2 years are up.
Before
You're
2 years.
getting the power to make it more successful. You've held it back.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I've held it back.
Okay, you're growing, but it's not 100%. I don't get you as 100% out there,
Okay.
whatever that means. Okay? So I think it will. Whatever your job
I've
is.
been
I need to-
dabbling with it, so yeah. And now I'd like to get
What
out
do
of
you
my
do
other
as the
business.
other occupation?
Clark Pest Control.
I think that the herbs need to grow.
Yeah, I enjoy what I'm doing now, but it's like, yeah, it's
The mundane world, we need a money path, but nothing within that is feeding your spirit. So your
Right.
spirit's going to grow because of that. When you come in your full power, that will come into power also.
Okay.
Okay?
And the other was
Do
past
you have a
life?
problem with one of your heels? Ankle and heel, watch it.
Really?
Those are mine.
What?
That's mine.
No, not you though. Oh gosh.
That's yours.
And I know it. And people aren't. If you make an appointment with me, the appointment is to, if you have a problem getting to my office, that's what the page is for.
Was that her?
Okay. Oh, it's me, I take part.
I'm looking at mine up back here.
Nobody has to be to blame. I was telling you the pages was wrong.
So I'll call the person after we get done here. Where was I? Did I answer your
Ankle
question?
and heel thing. What was
For
that?
some reason, I'm seeing the ankle, inside your ankle, heel up to the ankle. It's kind of like in this part here. I don't know why I was ready to go on somebody else and it was just shown to me.
Okay.
Okay?
One real quick thing, then one more
Well, make
question.
it quick.
Okay. Past life.
Oh, that's not quick.
Okay. No, just. Do you see anything like a past life between the two of us?
You read Edgar Casey?
Yes, I've
Edgar
read some of this.
Casey affirmed for me the theory that incarnation with the same groups of people is a real thing. I read groups of families, and they're all intertwined. And I believe we come back with the same peoples over and over. Without a doubt, you've had at least 2 lives together.
What's the author's name?
Edgar Casey,
Oh.
he wrote 9 wonderful books on those issues. And I got into this world, I didn't even believe in past lives.
Now, that's like sort of finished issues that we haven't solved.
Right, right. And you're not necessarily were partners before you could have comrades or friends or brother and sister. Doesn't matter. And it's not necessarily to finish things. It's to create new things too. Affirm old love is what I get. So you might recognize each other when you first came together.
I know I did.
Uh-huh.
It
So that was an old
very
love,
deep, yeah.
see? Huh?
It was pretty deep for me when I first met her. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's affirming old love.
Cool.
Okay?
Thanks.
You're welcome. I know you're Jean.
Karen.
Karen. Hello, Karen. What can I do for you today?
I'm meeting some people tomorrow that I've never met before. I've talked to,
On the internet or something? Or
pardon me?
how did you meet him?
They're my boyfriend's family.
Oh, I get it. Okay,
And
sure.
I just want to know
So
a
why are you
little
meeting
bit.
him?
Pardon me?
Why are you meeting him?
Because I have pictures of him before he died.
Uh-huh.
And when I talked to the brother lives in France.
Oh, so they're
And
coming
I asked if, they just don't have any nice recent pictures, and I had a lot of us
Oh, how
together.
nice.
And they really, in the thank you note for going to his memorial service, Michael had made a comment that he wished they all had been able to meet some of his friends and gotten to know him better. And
What's your question for me?
I want to know how it's going to go. I'm a
think
little
there's a lot
bit
of apprehension.
apprehensive and nervous.
I think they are too. They don't know how to react to you. They're not questioning why you're putting this together, but how are they going to react? Because now the past is the past, now we're dealing with the future. They won't necessarily know your relationship or what you're calling of them the future relationship. What future relationship will you have with these people?
Oh, it probably won't be anymore.
Well, there's a woman there. Is mom coming, or who's the woman?
I'm going down to see his brother, his sister, and his mother.
It's kind of, the mother may question in her mind, what's this woman bringing to us and what's the relationship going to be with her? That's like questioning, not why we're together, but what is the future of the relationships. So just think about it. You may not want anything, but they're thinking of it.
Well, basically, I would like to give some peace to them, to know that he was happy. There were
Mhm.
times in his life that he was really happy.
That'll help them close doors then, if that's all you're going to give them.
Yeah.
Because in some ways, you got to think from their perspective. You're part of what he was about, and that's opening the door continually. To be reminded that you were part of him always. So there's no finality there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So is it a good or bad idea?
It's a good idea, but I don't know if you want future relationships with him. Put it there and finish it. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because one of the women will have a hard time, every time they see you, they'll think of that child being gone. with you not in their picture, then they know that child's gone. Do you see? You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So get together and shake and love and share pictures, and then don't touch base with them unless they call you. How's
Okay,
that?
That's fine.
Okay, because they need healing still.
Well, I do too.
Yeah, but you could heal by seeing them. They not necessarily would heal by seeing you.
Oh, I see.
See how I put that?
Mhm.
See? So don't take it negatively, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
If they don't touch base, it's because they're not healed yet. Okay, doke.
Now,
Question?
I have another question about my job.
A puppy? A dog?
No, my job.
Job. Gosh, I thought I heard wrong. Job. Okay, questions?
Um,
What do you do? Give me
oh,
an
I
idea.
have two different jobs actually. My main job is shuffling paper as a business service assistant.
Okay, so then your question about that, please?
Well, I want it permanent and I want a raise.
Just minor.
And
I can't promise a raise. Permanency, not yet either. Months or feels like weeks or months away.
okay.
Did they promise you by summer or something? Or
No.
I don't get bells and whistles on permanency.
It's real confusing.
Yeah, but I don't get it yet, and I don't get a raise yet either. They'd have to bring that to fruition by June or July before they can look at a raise for you in January.
Okay. What about my weekend job?
And what do you do there?
I'm a photographer.
Now they got bells and whistles on that. What do you do there?
I go to psychic fairs and take horror pictures.
Oh, isn't that fun? I think that's a kick in the butt. Oh, pardon me, is that on tape?
I didn't do this before Tom died.
Uh-huh.
I called a friend who owns the camera and let her know, and she called me about a month later and said, I need a photographer. I think you'd be really great.
I think you're great at it.
I love it.
I got bells and whistles all over the place for that. So what's your question for me there? Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. I think this can last a couple of years if you want it. Okay? You
Yeah,
going down
yeah,
the...
I'm delving into
Yeah.
my psychic powers.
Absolutely. Have fun with it.
One more question.
Yeah.
Am I going to, after Tom died, I went and saw a very good friend of mine down in LA, and we used to dance together up here, we were only friends, and he wanted to get together at Christmas, and I never got a phone call. And afterwards, and I was real hurt. It was the only thing I had to look forward to.
Yeah.
And he wrote and told me things had happened with his son and everything. And I wrote back, and I've never done this before. And I said, you know, it just seems like 2 minutes out of your time to leave a message on my answering service, either at the office or at home, to let me know
Yeah.
that you couldn't talk to me. And I haven't heard from him since. And I'm just wondering if I really hit the nail on the head.
Well, you probably did. I think it, let me just put it this way. I don't think you were wrong. But I think his life is busy, and I do see another woman next to him. So I think he's seeing you as a friend. Kind of threw him off when you demanded to know where he was. He was inconsiderate.
Yeah, he was inconsiderate.
That has nothing to do with it. What I'm saying is he knows he was inconsiderate, but you called him on it. But his life is busy, and he does someone else there. So he was coming up as a friend, if he
Yeah.
could do it. That's how he thinks.
Oh, he was here.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he was in Sacramento, and all he had to do was pick up the phone
Right.
and say, I'm really busy.
I didn't say he was considerate.
Yeah, he was very inconsiderate.
That's what I'm saying. Is I don't take that he was a good guy in this. I think he should have touched base with you. But his life is that busy. I
Oh,
don't
I
know
know
if you'll
it.
hear from him again.
Pardon me?
I don't know if you'll hear from him again. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not going to make any
Don't make
effort.
any effort. No. Best way to get somebody is not to have them at all.
Yeah, and we really had a psychic thing going for a long time.
I like him. I didn't say I didn't. He has wonderful energy, good force, but his life is, he's got all
Yes.
kinds of things going around him.
A lot.
So you need to have that dissolve before he can look at new interests, new prospects.
Well, the last time I saw him, like I said, I was real upset about Tom, but he walked me to the door, and it was really funny. And he, out of the blue, he said, well, I've got a lot of things. My life is real complicated for the next 2 years. You know, he's got a son in 17, and I'm thinking to myself, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking,
I'm not positive I see a relationship here. I think he was just telling you that if something were to develop, it would be something
2 years
else.
from
Yeah.
now.
Why don't you girls come up to the front?
No, I'm tired of long distance relationships.
Yeah, I think there's someone else here, dark hair with gray going through it.
Dark, gray,
Mm-hmm.
young, old.
A sprinkle, I can't tell. I just see a sprinkling. I think that man will show up before that one's ready. That one feels like a young man. This one's your age. More your age, okay?
Okay.
Feels better to me. He's more intellectual, the one showing up.
Can you tell what he does?
Yeah, but it feels like he could be in the work environment, so I'm not going to disclaim that.
Somebody
Not
else
positive.
told me that too.
So same thing? Well, I would allow
Work
that to happen.
environment, yeah.
Work environment,
But
very
which
positive.
one?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, okay.
As long as it works out, and I see him pretty clearly, so I know he's showing up for you.
Hmm.
Okay? All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jean?
My daughter,
What's her first name?
Kim.
Kim. Any question for me?
Yeah, she's going through a bad time right now. I want to know about her marriage.
She's also not feeling good physically, and I get possibly female problems. Do you know about that?
Definitely.
Okay, that's distorting her judgment. Okay, so she needs to heal herself physically so the emotionally and spiritually she can make the right choices. I'm afraid she's jumping before she should think. Does that make sense to you? Ask me a question.
Well, I'm thinking about him, the husband. He's the one right now that's unsure of the marriage,
But she's created him to think that way.
really.
Okay, I didn't say it was all him. Did you hear what I said? Emotionally, physically, she's changing. Physically, she's not well. But emotionally and spiritually, she's saying, voicing, and becoming, which caused him to think. Is he in the right place? Should he be here? So it's not always one-sided. It's 50-50 here. Does he want to stay here? Does he have a sense, does he tell people he wants to split? He wants a separation or what?
Yes,
I think he wants one.
yes.
So she will have to allow him to leave before he could come back.
He has left.
Okay, that's so good. Okay, so your question to me then.
I was thinking, he just needed his space first while to sort some things out.
I think so,
and
too.
That he would come up, that he would come back, because I really like him and see him as the right one for her, compared to some of the others she said.
Let me put it this way, Jean. I don't know if he's emotionally and spiritually healthy enough to be in a good relationship like this. And I don't know if I want him back unless he could create that.
Right, and she says that too, and
All
knows
right.
that also.
On that basis, I don't know if I see him back.
Okay,
That's as easy, that's the nicest way I could put it. All right, do you understand?
yes.
I don't know if you want him under the condition he's in, but also the way she is.
Right. Well, I thought maybe with counseling and maybe both of them going, if he would do that sort of thing, that
He's
together
telling me
they
no.
No.
He's telling me no. Has he said no to you?
I have not talked to him since he split. I've been trying to let them
Yeah.
to stay out of it and see. I would like to sit him down and talk to
I
him.
know, but God, Mom, stay out of the way, you know?
I've been standing back and waiting and thinking, well, maybe he'll call me and we can talk. But I just thought he would, work things out himself.
He's having an awful hard time.
Yes.
I'd leave him alone.
Uh-huh.
I think that he needs to battle this out. Any outside influence, especially a mother-in-law,
Yes.
I think he would know how to take the information.
Right.
Even if it sided with how he felt. He's very emotional. He's upset about a lot of different things, and not necessarily just the daughter.
Right.
Okay.
I think so.
He needs to sort that out to deal with her.
So she's probably going to be on her own for a while.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. And her health, what's going on there? What's wrong?
She's had a lot of issues. Her tubes are blocked, and
Yeah,
she
that's
thinks
really-
she might have endometriosis.
She's got it all.
Right now. She's in pain and stuff. But right this minute, as we talk, she's in Mexico. She wanted to get away for a few days. Do you see her down there? Is she okay?
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Good.
But her physical space, even where she's having trouble, is so big to me. I could not recognize it.
Right.
So that's overwhelming her with everything else. She needs to take care of that to deal with him. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's distorting her judgment. Okay? Sorry, Jean.
It's okay. I mean, I just need to know which way to go. I've tried to be really positive with her, and if that's not meant to be,
No,
then I
stay-
need to guide her a different way or help her a
Get out,
different way.
get out of her face altogether.
Yeah.
When she comes to you, then you know she'll listen to you.
Yes.
And it'll give you less gray hair.
Oh well,
I mean, this works,
we
honey.
can work.
But you know what I mean.
I do.
Gosh, I tell you, nothing's more painful than the troubles that kids have.
Yes.
Boy, did you see my t-shirt?
That's her, that's me, that's all of us. Yeah, I just, oh gosh.
Sorry.
She's had some rough relationships and I
I
really
know
thought he
it.
was special. So, but I guess he's part of the learning experience. I guess.
Unfortunately, I don't see it stopping for a while. I think she's going to go to another one that's not going to work out. From here to another one, so I
To
don't.
another relationship that's not going to work out?
Yeah, it's either him coming back and it's not going to work, or she's bringing someone else in and it's not going to work.
Oh, that's just what we need.
I know it, but-
Just teasing. I'm just teasing. I had a dream about my dad earlier this month, and he was talking to me in the dream, and then when I woke up I couldn't remember any of it, and I just had this feeling that, is he trying to tell me something?
Yeah, he was talking to you. I would certainly go into a deep meditation and try to remember the very last thing in the dream. The very last thing you remember, because then sometimes it comes back. I think he was trying to talk to you about his life or his wife, his story, something like that, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, do we have one more time for my sister?
Oh, okay,
That's
sister.
long and involved,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I'm afraid so. We're running out of poop here. How about the couple? I know you guys are a couple,
Yes.
right?
We're
I
a couple.
recognize you guys as before.
Right.
And what's your first names, please?
I'm Pat.
Paul.
We were here a month
Fun
ago.
names.
Hey, Pamela. We were here a month ago.
Hello there.
Paul had just lost his job, and you told him, don't worry, it's right around the corner. That was on Friday. He started a new job on Tuesday. And now I'm out of work.
Your job is right around the corner.
Good.
Before a month
That's
is
what I
up.
wanted to hear.
Before a month is up, it feels like you're working.
Really?
3 to 4 weeks.
Great.
Okay.
Well, we've been taking a lot of leaps into the darkness lately.
What they
And-
call the leap of faith or something?
Well, it's so scary because it was starting to feel comfortable in midair. You know, and that's even
Like
the
this?
scarier part. Yeah, it's beginning to feel normal. We're anticipating a move
When?
close by soon.
Why? I don't get it yet.
Okay.
What's prompting the change in location?
Finances?
No, I don't get it.
Okay. You don't see us moving?
I'm out 5-6 months and I don't see it yet.
Okay.
God's not allowing me to see it. If it's supposed to be here, I'm not getting it here.
Okay.
Okay? Is that good that I don't get it?
I don't know.
Paul?
It's something we're supposed to be moving by the March 1st, as soon as March 1st.
If it's that soon, I'm gone right over it.
Okay.
And I guess that could be true, you know. Someone read me once and said, well, in 2 years you may break up with somebody you're dating right now. Well, the next morning I did. So sometimes we can't read
Yeah.
the next day. Okay?
Every time I've been to see you, we've talked about my mother from my past life. And I didn't hear you last time say her name started with M. Paul remembered that. I didn't hear you say that because before I even left, I saw a name, like written in white. And I couldn't pronounce it. It was a big, long name. And I looked at Paul and I said, I don't know what her name was, but I called her Mariah. And he said, well, that's what Nancy said. It started with an M, but I didn't hear you say that. So that's what I called her.
How fun. How fun.
Yeah. So I'm still curious to know more about her, but
In the past life, very strong, dominant personality. That's all I can tell you. What culture does Mariah come from?
well, you said you saw ethnic, and there was 3 girls in the front. They all turned around and they said Indian, American Indian.
Mariah's an Indian name?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just go, I know it's ethnic because it's different. You know.
Yeah.
I did
Well,
a
you
Greek.
saw like you went like this, like, you know. To me, that's like making tortillas or something.
Oh, I could have, I don't remember. Very
Yeah.
possibly I saw something that, you'll find me doing a lot of hand gestures because energy has form.
Uh-huh.
But I think I was cooking or something. But remember American Indian, the Aztecs and the Indians and Pakistan, they all create by cooking, doing this. You know, there's a meal that they can prepare. But so
Well, when I
I
went
want,
through past life regression, I was in a bed, but there was a kitchen behind me, and that's where I had seen her, was in a kitchen. So,
I still get ethnic dark.
okay,
Got the same thing again.
good.
Okay, question.
We have a grandbaby named Jake, and I'm wondering if he's a neat little kid, and I'm just curious if he's an old soul. I think he is.
We all are old souls, but I think that he is newer than you realize. I think he's coming to learn. He's a sensitive little guy. He's got lessons. He's come in to learn from everybody around him. That's not negative, okay? So he's going to be very receptive to growing. Teach me this, teach me that. Why is this? Why is that? You're going to get to the point of don't, quiet kid. But he's going to be very learning. That's not necessarily a bad or an old soul, a new soul. But I think he's very inquisitive. He tells me he was a father at one time within the family. I don't know. He's a tall, lean man at one time. But so I'm just telling you, light-skinned, longer nose, very bony. So within the family, you might have someone die of disease that look like that. I would check. I don't do that too often. I don't get it too often. But I'm talking to a spirit. Okay? All right, Paul, can I help you?
I'd like to know what my guides have to tell me.
What kind of work you start? What kind of work you do?
Sheet metal.
So did you go from that to sheet metal?
Yeah.
Even though this is a tough period for you to go through, don't forget that we are standing by. As you work with your hands, work with your mind, and develop other tools with your mind. You know what it means?
No, but I'll.
They're telling me that you do a trade with your hands. It's now time to develop your mind, and you can do that while you're working your hands. There's two independent processes. They tell me that you're a very old mind, old soul, and that you eventually want to teach and give information to people, and you have to start learning the process now. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, have you that come to you already?
Well, most of my job is being a supervisor, so I'm
Mhm.
always instructing. I'm always showing people the trade and how to do their work,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I've done that for the last 10 to 15 years.
Good. Now show me your brain. It's very old, so you have a lot of old information there to impart. I don't know what that means yet. The man I'm looking at is also bearded like you. Hair is very dark. He calls himself your father, but I don't know if that's this life or past life. Have you seen him
Yeah.
before?
That would be a past life.
In very dark hair.
Very dark hair.
At the moment, I'm dark, so it could be this dark. I have fun with this, but dark like I am or more.
No, I was not much aware of any of my ancestors, other than my grandfather who's passed away. And that was,
I don't know, dear. Sometimes you called him father. That's all I know. I don't know if it was this life. Okay. Anything else?
no, other than you don't see the move, huh? We got the house up for sale, and we're
Not yet. I just
kind
don't
of
get-
waiting.
We're kind of in limbo.
Yeah.
Maybe God doesn't want to create it until you found your job yet. Sometimes the new direction is shown to us how, when, and where when we get settled in our jobs again.
Do you think I will go in the same line of work, or?
Don't know. I just think it's about 3 to 4 weeks away. Let me know. I'm curious. Okay? It feels like you'd find it easily. So I don't know what that means. Okay. I don't think God's not watching out for you. Okay? Girls! Both wearing green. Are you buds?